I've decided to do a quick video that I'm going to entitle Fans 3 for the time being, showing two more fans that I picked up a while ago that have been down here in the basement. They're pretty dusty, but will get cleaned up at some point. But they're just everyday fans because they're not mint. This first one's called Edison. It has a really cheapy looking blade in it. I believe it's from the early 90s. It was in an old lady's house, and she died, and the fan sat for 15 years and had become stuck. I oiled it and freed it up, and it works fine. So it's essentially a new old stock fan. It's a 3-speed, and when I picked it up, the handle broke. It's one of those style fans where the motor is actually fastened to the grill, but it looks like a full-size Westinghouse style motor. And it says Toastmaster on the motor. The grill is riveted to the cabinet, so the back grill will not come off. It has these really weird holes to put feet on it. Very unusual, but of course the feet were either never put on. Looks like it's a Model T1. Kind of like the wood grain on metal cabinet. It's kind of retro. But for a free fan, it does run good. Now this is my fan I talked about in the other video, that somebody borrowed it. It had one crack in the grill, but now it's missing a fin. And they deny that it was on there, but now the grill's broke. So I was so happy to pick up the other one because I love the look of these grills. It reminds me of those ceiling mounted air conditioner vents that you see in suspended ceilings. Now this one is badged as a Charm House, but obviously it's the same fan. 4 rivet aluminum blades, but the motor's not backwards. The motor's facing the normal way. It's got 3 speeds forward and 3 speeds reverse with the thermostat in the push button style, whereas the other one had the penthouse control center. The back of the fan has the one-piece heavy-duty mounting bracket with the open motor, with the little line for the oil pot, and the notch in the frame for the line, which was mentioned in one of the other videos. This one has a very nice label that's readable, and it says model number S74, 60 cycles, Lakewood Engineering and Manufacturing Company, Chicago, Illinois. So it's a Lakewood S74. Wiring compartments completely enclosed, and the blade is shrouded. There's very little rust. and this fan works quite well. This is low. And like all metal bladed fans, it is very well balanced. And I really like this fan, and I use this fan. It's not mint, obviously. Although if anybody has any suggestions as to how I could repair this, that would be great. I did find this fan in the trash at an apartment complex. And again, outside of putting some oil in the bearings, I did nothing. The medium speed. And the high speed. I'm going to reverse it from out to in. I'll wait for it to stop so I don't stress the motor. You can actually see its operation better in the mirror that's behind it. It's a great fan. Again, I'm not sure why they got rid of it. And it did have this piece, which I can't find. I'm pretty sure it was there, but somebody borrowed it without asking, and now the piece is missing. If anyone has any suggestion as to how I could repair that, or a Pencrest grill that they'd like to sell, I'd appreciate it. Because it is a nice fan and it's very restorable.